Well, these are some semi-random thoughts I've been having. As far as atheists debating with Christians about the existence of God, well, that's a funny thing. It doesn't have to be Christians. It's just that all religions generally require faith, which has nothing to do with rational arguments. That's the whole purpose of faith. You just have faith. And it seems to me there's lots of good people that are religious, and there's also a lot of good people that are atheistic. And unfortunately, the reverse is true for both categories. I think that a problem with religion is that there are certain dogma, and those dogma tend to cause people to treat other people poorly. There's certain strictures that essentially restrict folks from tolerating others. And I don't think those are because of religion. I think just religion is the vehicle for that. And it also occurs with atheists. And I've seen that a bunch. I've seen that with folks that are trained in the sciences. There are, unfortunately, some folks that are very rational and reasonable that come up with arguments such as AIDS is good because it'll kill all the stupid people. And if you talk to them about, well, think of all the suffering and all that kind of stuff, they'll go, well, yeah, but get rid of the stupid people. And there's nothing wrong with your argument just in a rational sense if you value getting rid of stupid people. You could make arguments about genetics and that and all sorts of things. And then you can make the argument, well, what about people that are raped and get AIDS for no stupidity of their own? And they'll say, well, you know the percentage of people that get raped to get AIDS compared to all those other stupid people. And that's kind of an arrogance which is scary as hell. Because what you have is you have in-groups, like I've been told by someone in the sciences, and these are atheists, that no one that doesn't know how to do calculus, anyone that doesn't know how to do calculus shouldn't be allowed to vote. And the scary thought about that is that would put people that do know how to do calculus, that say things like, no one that doesn't know how to do calculus should be allowed to vote, in the driver's seat. And that's scary as hell. Now, why does all this bad stuff happen to people? Why, like for instance, if you're gay, all these religions are saying really bad things about you and doing bad things to you. Is it just religion? As I said before, it's a vehicle. There's a saying that, there's a saying when I was growing up here in the States that you have to be taught to hate. It used to always bother me because that just was so dead wrong in my opinion. Because you don't have to be taught to hate. It's easy. You can certainly teach people to hate a specific group, but you have absolutely nothing to do. You just do absolutely nothing, and people will hate each other. For example, put kids in a playground. And in very short order, you'll find that they've found something to pick on and to hate and to torture another kid with. It just happens all the time. Why? Well, just as altruism has been built in through evolutionary reasons, so has the in-group idea, where we're good, the other guys are bad, and beat the shit out of them. And that's because there's a survival advantage to doing that. So it's been passed on, and it's in our genes, both instincts. But I guess my real issue here, maybe, because I don't know what I'm talking about, these are just ideas floating around in my head, is that reason doesn't do much. It's just a tool. It's like a hammer. And folks in the sciences, atheists, a lot of them, take the analogy too far as the hammer analogy. And that is what they're going to do is they're going to say the hammer works so well with science that we'll apply it to everything. And then they just start hammering in screws and windows, and it's just dumb. And religious folks do the same thing with their religion. Religion serves a lot of purposes. It gives people a sense of order. It provides a sense of where did we come from, why are we here, and it also helps people feel like they're part of an in-group. And that's where part of where the trouble has started. Like I said, I've known what I consider to be good people on both sides of the fence. And I don't actually look at the fence as such a substantial entity. About me, I was raised as an atheist by an atheist and an agnostic who was really an atheist but was kind of hoping that there would be something, maybe not God, but something. But I never really felt prejudiced. I was, my tradition is that I'm Jewish, and just learning the historical traditions, but not the God part. And well, gee, a lot of my friends who were Jews, and most weren't, they were atheists, because if you're Jewish, you're atheist, unfortunately, I guess, or fortunately, I don't know, but Jews say it's unfortunate, and also if you marry a goy, that's pretty awful too. But it happens all the time. And so I guess I'm going to wrap by saying that's all, folks. Not a very graceful ending, but so long.